Evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ragplay's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I had intended to begin recording a little earlier in the evening, but I got caught up doing other things. So it goes, as the clocks begin to run down towards Halloween, I have less and less time to myself and to devote to fun and games. So I kind of gotta make hay while the sun shines, I guess. I'm not particularly tired yet, so I think we're good to continue. When last we left off, we were about to speak to Yuthura Ban. We retrieved the Sith medallion, which should let us join the Academy, finally. So, let's have a chat with Yuthura.
You again? What do you wish now?
I have this medallion.
So, one of the others accepted you, even after I did not. You're lucky, human, for I'm in a forgiving mood. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
They are slaves. Don't worry about them.
Yes. We are only servants to the master.
Oh,
There's
Bastila.
something odd about this servant of yours. No matter.
Yuthura
Make sure they
knows.
don't disturb your training
Oh,
or cause
boy.
trouble. You are responsible for them. Now, are you ready to go to the Academy?
Yes. Take me there.
Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Yuthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
I met this one in the colony. Unworthy, if you ask me.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with?
I've killed too many Sith to have preconceptions about them.
Most impressive, if it is true. Those who were too weak to stand against you deserve their fate, so expect no retribution from us. There is much you can learn from the Sith, and we from you. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak?
And what of my companions?
Your slaves. They are irrelevant. They may accompany you so long as they do not interfere with us or with your training. Are you ready or not, young one?
I'm ready to learn more.
Are you? I can see into your heart, young human, and I see the dark kernel that is there. If it is ready to sprout, remains to be seen. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. If you survive. My pupil, Yuthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Welcome to the dark side, my children. Let's check out that journal entry. Be completed quests, probably. I'm not sure what that would have been. Would that be, no? See if I can find it. Enter the Sith Academy. You have convinced Yuthura Ban to accept you into the Sith Academy on KotOR Ban. She will take you inside to meet the Academy's master as soon as you are ready. And anything else that we completed, or gained, I suppose. The Way of the Sith. You have managed to enter the Sith Academy as a hopeful, vying with several others to become the one who will finally be admitted as a full Sith. In order to do so, you must prove your worth to Master Uthar Win by gaining prestige. More information can be gained by speaking to your instructor, Yuthura. What did we get? It says we got an item. Let's find out what that is. For I am curious. A Sith pass card. This small identification card marking you as a student within the Sith monastery on KotOR Ban will allow you to come and go as you wish. Well, that's neat, I guess. However, we have a footlocker. Let's see what they've given us. 150 credits, 3 med packs, a dark Jedi robe, and an advanced med pack. Get all that stuff. Now, is that dark Jedi robe any different from the one we're wearing right now? Also, I just remember, I never did show off these Mandalorian armors that we got in the Ebon Hawk. So I'll do that as well while we're here. I intended to do it, and then I just sort of forgot the last recording. It's good that we're stocking back up on our med packs again. At least the advanced ones. The regular ones are not much worth to us anymore, but let's take a look at the robe we just got. I think it's exactly the same as what we're wearing now. Yeah, appears so. Bastila, are you wearing a Dark Jedi Knight robe as well? Yes. We're both wearing the same thing, so we just got a spare. I shouldn't have bothered buying that regular one there. That's a little unfortunate. But, oh well. Right, the Mandalorian armor. So we have the Mandalorian warrior armor, which just makes us look like a Mandalorian. And on metal surfaces, it actually makes a clinking noise, which I thought was nice attention to detail. That's the warrior armor, the field marshal. The rally master looks like this. It's the red variant, which looks pretty damn cool with a lightsaber. And then there's also the field marshal variant, which is yellow, for the highest of the high. For now, though, switch back to my dark Jedi Knight robe and see what there is to see in the Sith Academy.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year.
Your favorite prospect?
Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it?
Do I have a choice?
Not really. Oh, don't worry. What I have in mind will benefit us both. You can be sure of that. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Naga Sado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership.
What's so important about Nagasado's tomb?
The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance.
Quiet.
Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important.
You want me to kill Master Uthar?
Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it. Master Uthar cannot prevail against us both. That's all there is to it. It is a very simple matter.
And what's to stop me from telling him about this?
I suppose you could do that. Even the hint of betrayal from his pupil and Uthar would move to eliminate me. But this is a very good opportunity for you. You can start off your Sith career as the right hand of the head of the Academy. Me, Uthar will not offer you that. Do you believe Uthar would not be aware of this? He would quickly figure out what you have to gain by betraying him, and would never believe someone would pass that up. Tell Master Uthar what you wish. Were I you, I would think first of what the consequences of such an action might be.
And what's your part in it?
My part in this is to help you gain enough prestige, and slow down the progress of the other hopefuls. I want you in that tomb when the time is right. We destroy Master Uthar together, and I take his place. And you take your place at my side. A beautiful plan in its sheer simplicity.
How do I know this isn't some type of test?
You must not know much about the Sith yet. If Uthar were even to suspect that I might be trying to supplant him, true or not, well, let's just say he wouldn't likely stop to ask too many questions before ensuring I was dealt with.
Very well then, it shall be done.
I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me.
How do I get more prestige?
You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The first and easiest way would be for you to learn the code of the Sith and speak it to him. I can teach you that, if you like. Shall I go on?
Can you tell me about the code of the Sith?
I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything?
Peace is a lie, there is only passion.
The Jedi would have you believe that peace is a desirable goal. That peace of the spirit is the way the Force is mastered. That a lack of conflict betters man. We know different. It is our passion, our hate, and our desire that fuels the Force. It is conflict that improves the lot of civilization, and single being both. Conflict forces one to better oneself. It forces change, growth, adaptation, evolution, or death. These are not our laws, but the universe's. Without conflict, you have only stagnation.
Through passion, I gain strength.
What fuels your power with the Force but your passion? The stronger, darker emotions. Anger, hatred, fear. These passions empower us.
What about love?
Love is more dangerous than all those things. Love leads to anger and hatred more often than not. But it also leads to mercy, which is far worse. That, however, is a lesson for another time.
Those seem like awfully negative passions.
Negative? Compared to what? What keeps even the most rudimentary creature alive? Fear to run, anger to fight. Without it, a creature would most surely die.
Are you saying that we aren't anything more than a rudimentary creature?
We are far more than them, perhaps. But in some ways, we are little different. To think us creatures beyond the need of simple passions is a delusion.
She's not wrong. Not exactly, anyway. The Jedi say the opposite. How can both be right?
The Force gives us all power, even the Jedi. It is our mastery of our passion that gives us the strength they lack.
I see.
It is our goal to be stronger, to achieve our potential and not rest upon our laurels. We are the seekers, not the shepherds.
So through that strength, I gain power.
The stronger you become in the Force, the more power you will achieve. But always must you fight for your power. Without strife, your victory has no meaning. Without strife, you do not advance. Without strife, there is only stagnation.
Again, she's not wrong about that. If you have no struggle in your life, there's no room for growth. And through power, I gain victory.
How many sorts of victories can you imagine? Peaceful victory, victory by sacrifice, a truce, an achievement. Unless the victory is achieved by demonstrating that your power is superior, it is only an illusion, temporary at best. We seek more.
And through victory, my chains are broken.
This has been argued over, and often. The chains represent our restrictions, both those placed upon us and those we place upon ourselves. Ultimately, the goal of any Sith is to free herself from such restrictions. In a way, it is so we may do whatever we wish, but it is much more than that. One who has freed themselves from all restrictions has reached perfection, their potential fulfilled. Perfect strength, perfect power, perfect destiny. Imagine it. That is our ideal, at any rate. It is said in Sith legend that the Sith'ari, the perfect being, will one day lead us. But perhaps that is just a legend.
You don't think the Sith'ari can exist, then?
I wonder what that being would be like. The legends say the Sith'ari will destroy us and make us stronger than ever. But perhaps that is just a legend. Perfection is a goal, I think, rather than a state of being. The Jedi would argue that, no doubt.
The Force shall free me.
The Force is our servant and our master, our teacher and our companion, a weapon and a tool. Know it, and you know the universe. Master it, and you master the universe. Strive for perfection, and the Force shall reward you.
I think I understand.
I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it, and it shall serve you well.
However, that is where the Sith philosophy falls flat on its face. That there could ever be a state of achieving mastery over the Force and not have it master them. Such a state doesn't exist when the Force is involved. It exerts its will over dark side practitioners, causes them to fall, causes them to continue on their path once they've chosen it. So, you can't ever truly be free. That's something the Sith don't understand. At least, not many of them do. I want to know more about these ruins on the surface.
I have been involved in the work there over the last couple of years, but not often. Most of the excavating is left to the students. What did you wish to know?
Why are the Sith so interested in these ruins?
We could learn much about the history of the ancient Sith, why they were on KotOR Ban and why they left. Perhaps we could learn more about the origin of the Force itself. With that knowledge could come great power.
Is there any way into the tomb of Nagasado?
Not unless you are accompanied by Master Uthar. No, it is strictly forbidden. And I truly doubt you could bypass the doors to the tomb with anything less than ship blasters. Even then, perhaps.
There's no other way inside, then.
None. I do not even know how Master Uthar gains entrance, to tell the truth. Though I look forward to discovering that fact. I have searched many times, so do not bother. There is no other way. Do not fret, however. Simply get the prestige you need, and you will see the tomb soon enough.
I've heard enough.
As you wish.
We've only just met, and already you've asked me to kill a man for you. Why don't you tell me a little more about yourself, so that I might know you better?
About myself. I'm originally from Sith'ari, if you must know. I was a slave to a cruel master, Omish the Hutt. I'm sure you don't need to know more.
I suppose not. I'll be going now.
You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige.
Journal entry added. Experience points received. 1125. Let's see. Code of the Sith. Yuthura has instructed you on the Code of the Sith. Master Uthar already stated that the first hopeful to come to him with full knowledge of the code could gain prestige. If you take it to him, make sure you remember it well. The Double Cross. Yuthura Ban has chosen you to be part of her plot to overthrow Master Uthar and take over the Academy. And she didn't give you much choice in the matter. Yuthura will help you gain enough prestige to be worthy of the final test at the tomb of Nagasado. And there she expects you to help her kill Master Uthar. And the star map KotOR Ban. The star map on KotOR Ban lies in the tomb of Nagasado, within the Valley of the Dark Lords. The tomb, however, can only be entered by Master Uthar of the Academy. He will take you there for your final test once you succeed in gaining enough prestige. Doing so may be your only chance at reaching the Starforge. And that is all. There's an interesting factoid that we gleaned from Yuthura there about the Sith'ari. I, as a player, know that it was confirmed canonically a long time ago, before Disney bought Star Wars out, and this was part of the expanded universe. The Sith'ari was actually Darth Bane, who arose, I think, about 2,000 years after this game's storyline unfolded, and he only became such because he was basing his own philosophy off the teachings of Darth Revan from this game, Malak's old master. So I thought that was pretty cool. Basically, the prophecy, it's sort of a counter prophecy to the whole Chosen One thing that the Jedi have going, in that the Sith will rise, a Sith will come about and destroy the Sith, but in so doing, reforge them anew. And essentially, there were a lot of characters that fit that bill throughout history, and it could be argued that there were a few of them, but I guess canonically they decided on Darth Bane. Personally, I think there's better choices out there. If I were to pick, I would say that if any came as close as could be to Sith'ari, and it wasn't just reforming the Sith, it was sort of breaking the chains and becoming the ultimate being, the penultimate expression of individual power, I suppose. The one that fits the bill for me would be Darth Treya, who I won't go too far into, but she was the only Sith that I know of that really sought to break the wheel and exert her dominance in such a way that, well, it was really quite beautiful, and KotOR 2 goes into that. It's probably my favorite game, even more than KotOR 1 now, even though this game holds more of a place in my heart just because it's so closely tied to my youth. But I would put KotOR 2 above this in terms of writing and plot and just about everything, gameplay even. But the only thing this has as a leg up is maybe narrative flow is a little tighter, and maybe it's a little less buggy. Other than that, I highly recommend the second game. Play it after you play this. You won't get the full experience if you don't play the first game before the second. But anyway, I'm going to talk to Yuthura a little more, because I know she has a bit more dialogue if we're persistent.